Hey, it's your Uncle Bubbers. This is going to be episode 7 of our solo self-found hardcore Tempest on Titan Quest 2. Last episode we gave Canis his sword. We are now going to sell his sword because it's no good for us. And after that we'll clear out some more stuff here on the right side. There's another optional boss to fight. And there's not much to do besides go do the main quest here in a bit, so we'll see. I think we could probably clear out most of the rest of the side quests in this episode. We'll see. So I'm going to go back to sell real quick, and then I think we're going to see if we can pay to respawn Aristomenes. Only because the first time you pay to respawn a boss, it's kind of like a little quest. So I do want to grab that real quick. So I would use money to go raise difficulty again, but for right now, I think I'd rather come down and do this. Is it faster to go down our portal or go through the graveyard? They're both roughly the same, it looks like. Yeah, we'll just go back down our portal. There's something else we could do next time we go to town as well, if I remember. Another kind of like secret quest to go do. Okay, so now we've got enough money. Pay to respawn the boss. He spawns instantly this time. I really don't want to be away from him at all. As long as you stay in melee range, he won't do that stupid magma ranged attack. Gosh, yeah. He's really wanting to use that on me. So as you can see, yeah, you can sit here and just farm skeletons forever. That hurt. Now we know how much damage that does with our current fire res. Get off me. I'm trying to bait that out of him. There we go. Like I said, as long as you're dealing damage, you can constantly pop your health potions, so it lets me kind of thanks tank a little bit in here. There we go, Fate Remembered. Got that knocked out. Lightning Res and cast speed. Nah. Might. No. Nope. Nope. Yeah, we do have pretty solid gear on a lot of slots now. It's great. Now we sift through all the oodles of daggers, like I said before. See, that one's somewhat decent right there. Oh no, it's attack speed. I thought it said cast speed. Never mind. But see, if we found 2 daggers that were like that, percent lightning with cast speed, then yeah, I would switch over to that finally. Okay, what do we got? Headhunt. Oh yeah, we can turn that in now. Go back to Pyrgos. Turn in the headhunt. So this is for killing the 4 commanders all spread across the map, getting their medallions. Go talk to that first guard captain guy back here.
I'm a little busy. You took care without you have.
Attribute points, knowledge, agility. And what do I got here? Divinity. Active points, we're done on that. 1 more point there to get the second repeat. We're done with that now. A lot of times I'll just leave this at 5 to get 2 repeats. So that's great now. Thunderbolt looks, or Lightning Bolt looks fine for the moment. Possibly forever. This I could do. I think I want to do the barrier now, because the barrier has at least one thing that I really like having. So Invigorating Guard You get healed for 100% of the damage you take after 2 seconds if you do this, and then I purposely take anything that reduces cooldown, even stuff like guard. I don't care about any stat on there except for the minus 4% or 4-second base cooldown duration. Nothing else there matters. Like, if they're trying to make it like a detriment to you by like it locks your barrier in place for 2 seconds, but after that it decays like almost instantaneously. That's fine to me, I don't care. I just want to make sure that the cooldown on this is as quick as possible, so I usually do 1 into Invigorating Guard to get that effect, and then do Guard to make the cooldown minus 4 seconds, 3 points into Fast Barrier to suck it down even further, and then most of the time 1 into Ailment Cleanse. Since we're popping this so often, it's just be kind of nice to have some extra ailment cleansing like every few seconds. Most of the time this gets down to about like a 4.5, 5 second cooldown, which is really nice. So every 5 seconds you can have 2 seconds worth of like invincibility, which is amazing. That's like 40% uptime if you pop it constantly. That's nuts. It's super, super good. We are almost done with this finally. That's great. So it's that rage effect. I almost kind of want to go into warfare in a second because we've just neglected it for so long. But we'd have to invest divinity, and yeah, we just can't do it. We're all in on this lightning strikes strat right now, so we're just gonna stick with that. I did check all these right. Yeah. Okay. All right. So now since we've picked up a whole bunch of extra moly root, we can do this little secret quest here. This little guy is actually a chicken transformed into a human, so we just turned him back into his normal self. And you just run him into a bunch of like chicken feed piles all throughout the town. That first one there, I used to always skip it and it's still completed, so I don't know if you need that one or not. This is always the first one I would go to, but there'll be a lot of sitting around and waiting right here if you want to fast forward. Come down to this one next. He walks really slow. Really, really slow. Level 17, we're really cooking now. Getting a lot of these quests finished out. Come on, guy. There you go. Thank you. So you can see having 3 teleports and like 3 teleportation dodges is super nice. Like most of my characters, I do the same thing with dodge just to get 3 teleports. It's really nice. So I just almost always reserve 11 points in my head, 11 active points to be able to unlock that on every character. But then if you're Storm, you can put Blink on top of it, and it's just amazing. This should be the last little chicken feed pile. There we go. 10 Embers a night. So that might be one of the quests that you're missing as well, because it's kind of hidden and strange and weird, but all you need is a moly root. You talk to where that guy was at, he turns back into his regular form, which is a chicken, and you just run around all those feed piles in town, and you're good to go. So we don't need that. I think what we're going to do... Let's come up this way now. Yeah. Go and do this boss. See what my resists are like. I think you need cold and lightning. Yeah, they're both fine. All my resists look to be decent for right now. This. Just auto-click my way through that. So she has a lot of abilities. Again, I like to stay very close to her, because some of her ranged abilities are really nasty. There is a tail swipe that she does real close. That's kind of nasty. That ability's not that bad. That's the tail swipe. When you see that big 270-degree thing pop up, that's her tail swipe. Oh, buddy. Yeah, and that's why it's nasty. My barrier had just run out.
I hear your heart's panicked pumping.
I am kind of panicked, actually, seeing her with that ability. Lots of displacement, yeah. Most of the time, I really am just trying to avoid that little her tail swipe, because it's just devastating. Have some sort of barrier or mobility or potion or whatever. So she will very, very often drop this. This is kind of like a specific, unique item for her. We could potentially wear it because it needs resolve. We're close to that. So by putting points into knowledge, we gain resolve. Putting points into vigor, we gain resolve. So we are close to using it. And if we switch, we'd get like movement speed, which I guess is the most interesting thing on there. Other than that, it's just like energy regen. We don't really need energy on this guy, so that's just going to be money. Nope, it's all money. Okay. Just keep going. So tail swipe bad on that boss. And then the icicle machine gun that she was doing, if you stay ranged for too long, she'll start doing that. And that can be very devastating as well. She has another ability like that. It's like a channeled water jet that she does at range sometimes, and it's pretty nasty as well. I try to avoid those if I can, though. No, thank you. Slowed down quite a bit there. This waypoint. Gotta light 3 of these braziers that are spread around this area to get access to this tower that's north of us. Spawn everything. open this up now. There's another warlock at the top of this. Try to be very careful, because he'll be a little higher level than the last one we fought, I believe, since we've paid to increase difficulty. And he's a couple levels above us now. Good deal. Divinity, we're close. Guard, fast barrier. I feel a lot safer now having that minus like 5-second cooldown on barrier. Yeah, 5.9 seconds. Yeah, that's amazing. It feels so much better. Hooray, this is finally done. Projectile damage. Now we're doing rage effect. And then here I think we wanted maybe vigor. I don't really see that much that's requiring agility. I don't want to forget vigor. I don't want to keep dumping just main stats only. I just had to restart my PC real quick, so this is a separate game session, but I made sure to run up to the same point I was just at. We just beat the Warlock Tower. Okie dokie. Smoky cave right here. You get this debuff that says you're suffocating until you destroy that right there, which my free lightning strikes on Storm Nimbus did for me. That is the secret smoke signal number 5, so we should be able to go back to Reen in Pyrgos, and she will finally be happy and hopeful for the future and give us some embers a night. Come up and grab this waypoint real quick. Yeah, that damage reduction ability they have is really nice. They didn't used to have that, at least not to that degree. It is effective. So is Lightning Bolt. Alright, there's that waypoint. We're good there. I know there's a Molly route down yonder. If you ever have this door and it won't open, it's because the game didn't spawn in those extra guys right there. Most likely. So it has to detect that you've killed those guys that are guarding the door right outside of it, and sometimes they just don't spawn. So if they don't spawn, you don't get the door open. But you're not missing out on anything anyway. It's just random loot chests and some guys to fight. That's it. There's nothing. No quest items, no embers, nothing like that. And I'm not going to grab that last chest. So this is a bit of a strange Ember event right here. Gotta put 100 coins into that box right there. And just wait a while and you'll get Embers. So we'll check our embers real quick in the repository. We have 75 right now. And sometimes those guys are still attackable. I don't know why. Weapon lightning damage, percent lightning damage. Yep. Go down and do this event. So the game will freeze for a second because we're getting polymorphed. There we go. So now we're a spider. And whether you can come, there's a separate entrance. So whichever entrance you come in, you can use Moldy Root to transform back into a human. Be sure to turn your auras back on. So in here, we're just going to want to kill a bunch of the exploding spiders. They drop a special like quest item in here. I believe there are 8 of the items total, but only 7 of the spiders that you have to kill. So one of them is just laying on the ground for you at the end. So there's 1, there's 2. We'll go up here first. This is the alternate, or the other entrance. I usually use this left entrance. This is the first time I've come in from the right. There's 3 of those. Number 4. It's 5. 6. And 7. The 8th one's just laying here for free. You just dump these in the pot. They gave us 10 extra max energy here. So I imagine they will have more quests like that in the future for health and maybe resistances or something. Alright, Spider Cave is done. Don't think there's much in that area. I'll go poke my head down there just in case. Arms with lightning damage. Way higher armor, yeah, I think I will switch to those. There's an event here. It's another kind of secret one that you may not run across or may not realize. It's like an event that gives you something. Okay. I think we are gonna do another fast barrier. We'll do more. We'll do another point. Throw that in there. And divinity. And rage. Rage effect. And we'll do knowledge and vigor. Resistant of journeying is always worth checking out. What's our resist look like? Yeah, it's about the same. Gain a little bit of movement speed, but I'll keep what I got. That's fine. Could get some lightning damage if we switch to that, but I like the resistances better, honestly. Don't really need the damage. We definitely need the resistances. So if you come up and hit this option, kill a bunch of elites, and talk to it again. It's like a miniature event. Get some embers out of that.
No room for that.
Sure there is.
I've been thinking. Gave most.
Sell all that. Double check all these. Health and health regeneration on necklaces, yes. Thank you. Damage to elite creatures on weapons, sure. Can't do it till 25. Cold res on armor, sure, I'll put that on anything. Torso armor and shields, yeah. Already got a maxed out one. Alright, that's cool. Stick with that.
One at a time, please. One at a time. This greedy bastard.
Come raise this level again if we can. Use the Hippo Remnant. Alright, so everything should be 5 levels higher now. See if we can raise the minimum level again. Yep. Took a bunch of money, but it's worth it. Area level 24, so it's gonna get pretty tough. And then, yeah, we don't have any outlier quests. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, we have the Ember chick up here. So now that we have all 5 of the secret smoke signals, we can talk to this chick. And she is finally happy, and she gives you a huge chunk of embers. So we're at 105 now. Gained a bunch there really quick. Might be some additional waypoints and stuff mixed around, but might check that in a bit. Just kind of teleport through there. Since everything's going to be a higher level anyway, it might be worth just running through and farming some XP for a second anyway. But for right now, I'm going to end this episode here, so I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.